Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, she dumped me last week. Got an email here from a viewer. He says, "Hey Corey, I had a girl who had an affair with me who was in love, and she used to go weak at the knees when she held me, and who was totally obsessed, and now it appears that she does not love me anymore. Her marriage failed when she got found out 4 years ago, and we've been seeing each other for 7 years." So in other words, you were sleeping with a married chick, and that led to the end of her marriage. And so he says, "She dumped me last week saying she didn't fancy me or love me anymore, and I never contacted her. She initiated contact with me when we met up, and then she jumped into my arms like the good old days and we made love. She then said, 'How can something so wrong feel so right?'" Well, here's the deal. It's a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. So she ditched you because you're too easy, too available, she's too familiar with you, she knows everything about you, and you're probably doing most or at least 50% of the calling, texting, and pursuing. And so she gets bored, and so her emotions are no longer engaged. And with a woman, that's what matters. Because with us guys, we're visual creatures. We see a nice ass, we're in, pretty much. Or a pretty face, we're in. It doesn't take us much. But when women, they fall in love slowly over time. And if you're not engaging their emotions, it's not going to happen. And so in this particular case, she gets bored with you, she dumps you, and then what happens? You're like, "Hey, I'm out of here, give me a call if you change your mind." And you walk away and you never look back. Well, that's not what she was really expecting, because a lot of women, they'll put you in friend zone and you'll be friends for a period of time while they're trying to hook up with somebody new. But what happened was, like I said, it's a scientific fact that they are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. And so she dumped you like you're the trash and like she cares nothing for you, and then you walk away, and then all of a sudden you just completely drop off the face of the earth, and it confuses her. And then she starts to think about, "Gee, well, I don't know, I'm not really sure. Did I do the right thing with this guy? I wonder what he's up to. Should I call him?" And she thinks these things, and then so her emotions start getting engaged again, and she starts feeling more attraction. And so she calls you to see what's up. Why? Because women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. And so she still had some kind of feelings for you, so she reached out and she jumps in your arms, and that's why, because it's confusing to her. Because she feels so good about being with you in this particular moment, but in her head is going, "This is so wrong because I just dumped this guy. Why do I feel so good about this guy when I dumped him?" It's confusing to her. And see, that's the thing about, I would say a large majority of women just do not understand that about themselves, and the fact that they are emotionally more into a dude who is confusing to them, who they are unsure of where they stand with. And here's a prime example here. It's just they respond to what they respond to, and it is what it is, and they can't help themselves. And so my advice to you is you got to pay attention to that and notice what an amazing effect it had on her and her desire for you. And that's why I say the right amount, the right percentage, 70 to 80% of the calling, texting, and pursuing should be done by the woman. And if you let her do that, you give her, in essence, what she needs to fall in love with you and feel attraction for you. And prime example, it worked. I mean, it just happened to be that there was a breakup happening, but the fact of the matter is that you stopped all pursuit and you just completely walked away. And it has such a powerful effect on women, because when a girl dumps you, it's like most guys beg, they plead, they keep chasing, thinking they'll get her back. Whereas a guy who perceives himself as a catch, he's like, "Hey, it's your loss," and he's out of here. Because he's on to the next girl, just like James Bond would be. And then a few days later, or a week later, or a month later, she starts blowing up your phone and wants to hang out again. It's just amazing the effect it has on her. It's like literally, it's like they're programmed that way, and they can't help themselves. So just give them what they need to want you and to feel attraction for you. He says she is separated but takes holiday with her ex and her children and speaks to him daily. She says she does not feel anything for me and has never involved me with her family. She is cold. It sounds like you were just a great fuck buddy. He says she's cold and distant. We have seen each other a few times since, but she can't stand being touched by me, but it's friendly and amicable. He says, Corey, can the feeling she had really go? I was like, well, you keep chasing her and pursuing her. Yes, absolutely, because you're not acting like... Pursuing is not acting like a man. Pursuing and chasing, your actions communicate. It's a statement to the universe of lack, of scarcity, of something you don't have and that you don't deserve. But when you hang back, you relax, you chill out, you focus on your purpose in life, it causes women to put themselves into your orbit so you can do something about that. And women who like you and who are really attracted to you will put themselves into your orbit. That's why they call you, and that's why this girl called you after several weeks of not talking to her. He says she's never felt the way she has emotionally or sexually. She's 36, I'm 50, and I'm the third man in her life. Could her feelings be buried within her? It just has to do with how you've been showing up in the relationship. So you gotta take some of the responsibility for your own actions, and it's basically your weak, needy behavior is push this girl away. And so if I were you, I wouldn't call this girl, I wouldn't reach out to her, I wouldn't do anything. If she calls you, if she texts you, arrange an opportunity for sex to happen. Arrange a date. Say, hey, great to hear from you. I want to see you. When are you free to get together? And arrange definite plans for her to come over to your place. Tell her to bring a bottle of wine over and you'll make dinner together. And then just seduce her when she comes over and have a good time together. Rinse, cycle, repeat. That's all you ever need to do with this girl. And in the meantime, I want you to, because she's still hanging out with her ex, I want you to start dating some other women and get some options here. So that will help put you into an abundance mentality, an abundance mindset, so you're not so consumed with this particular girl, and it'll make it easier for you to do the right things with this particular girl as opposed to screwing up and driving her away from you. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen, and send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session, and you can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website, underneath the email sign-up box, is a box that has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, just download one of their free e-reader apps for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters, the articles on my website, and my ebook, you can show your appreciation right now by going to my website, and on the Webby toolbar at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.